Welcome, everybody, to No Harm, No Foul, where we break stuff down in 30 minutes. I don't know how we do it, but it's because of this guy sitting right next to me. Mike, what's going on, baby?
I'm gonna be well behaved today.
No, you're not.
I'm not gonna start no fires.
Yes, you are.
I'm not gonna cuss.
No, you probably gonna do. You don't do that on these shows.
We gonna have a lot of fun.
I promise you, I won't curse though.
Now I feel like you challenged me. Now I want to make you cuss.
Good luck. I promise. I promise. I could do this. 30 minutes, no bad words. Everybody out there, welcome to the show.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mike, it's our preview teaser show where we get to kind of like preview these two teams. You know, Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals coming off of a bye week. They're sitting
Mm,
at 3-4. They
mm,
did get a victory their last game,
mm.
and they're
All right,
coming to Santa Clara.
let's
Yeah,
start
like
with some interesting facts.
okay, what you got?
They have 3 wins.
3 wins.
Do you know what teams those 3 wins are against?
It wasn't us. Now I'm just playing.
Okay.
Who were those teams?
Oh, you don't know.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna give
I,
you
I know, but I'm asking you so you could tell everybody else because you're gonna have to say it anyway.
Arizona,
Beat them,
Seattle,
beat them.
Los Angeles, Rams.
So their 3 wins are against NFC West teams. So do you think it's a kawinky dink?
Yeah, man.
You just said you was
Oh
gonna
man.
come onto this show and you was gonna behave.
I mean, look, I'm trying to behave. Let me double check that. They beat the Seahawks. Yep. They beat the Cardinals. Yep. They beat the Rams. Yeah. Yeah. You believe it's scripted, man?
Yeah, I want to answer my brother Chaz or is it Chase? Which one is it? I feel like without the E is Chase,
Yeah, I'm calling him Chaz.
but it's not Chaz or is it Chaz? Whatever.
Maybe it's
It's
maybe it's
CH
Chaz.
as. Whatever. CH
Oh,
as. That's not a curse word. I didn't curse. Now, if you would have told me this, I'm very good at knowing when it's kids. When it's kids, I go super filter. It's weird, like but I used to teach for a living. So I think because of that, I know. So now that I know that your kids are watching, I probably won't curse anymore.
hey Chaz. Is this a comment for your channel or my channel?
It's for my channel, but still.
Okay. No, well, I was just gonna say daytime shows very different than nighttime shows, bro. Very different overreaction shows. So
I,
please be careful which shows you watch around the family and the children, okay? Because
I
I don't
said
care how nice Wayne is to you right now at 4 p.m. Eastern. Don't catch this man 11:30 p.m. after a Sunday night football game. Okay? Don't do it.
he
I
right.
don't care how nice and polite he being. It's
He's
not
right.
true.
Yeah,
It's not true.
he's right. But I will try. But right now, I got you, fam. I got you. We keep it good for the kid. Look, and then he hit me with this. Once you hit me with the scripture, now I feel convicted now. So I'm good. All right.
Who preached to you? What'd they say?
Oh, it's Ephesians 4:29. You know what I'm saying? Let no corrupt communications proceed out your mouth. You know what
I don't
though?
think it's about cursing.
It could be anything that's corrupt, right? It could be anything, right? But hey,
Purposely misleading people, lying.
absolutely lying.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
all depends on how you interpret it.
Dismissive
You know
talk.
what? I tend to model myself after the great Christian Peter. So Jesus allowed him to do a whole bunch of stuff. I just say that Peter was cursing, he was fighting, he was doing all the stuff that he probably shouldn't have been doing. That was Christ-like. I
Baby,
wonder if
because I'm a thug. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just, I, I do talk about slapping people because here's the thing.
He gonna justify it. Look, look, look.
Mike, let's get
Here's what
down to this
happened.
game because you know what the Niners need to do? They need to come out here and slap Joe Burrow. Like straight up smackety smack smack.
Mm,
You
mm.
know, and speaking of Chaz, who I was hoping he would correct us on the name. It's Chaz. He did. It's Chaz. I was hoping that, how many times has Joe Burrow been sacked like all year? I think he's like one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the NFL.
I mean, yeah, but so was Kirk Cousins. But I'll look it up. Let's see. Let's see if
Yeah,
my
but
phone can answer the
their
question.
offensive line is worse.
Who are the top 10 sack quarterbacks in the NFL?
Here are some results from a search.
Okay. All right. I hate
Let's
Google.
see. Let's try Siri. Hey Siri, Who are the top 10 who are the top 10 quarterbacks sacked in the NFL?
Here's what I found.
Now my list started with Aaron Rodgers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Yo, she gave me a dope list. You ready?
Okay.
God Lord. Sam Howell 40 times.
I knew that. I knew Sam Howell was number one. I did.
Daniel Jones 28.
Wait,
Justin
wait.
Field.
That's the discrepancy between 1 and 2 was 18?
Godly. And Daniel ain't played in 2 weeks. This show ain't no joke, yo. Yeah,
18. There's players that ain't been sacked that many times. That's
bro.
that's the gap between 1 and 2.
Bro, bro, bro. All right, here we go. Justin Fields 24. He ain't played. He ain't gonna play this week. He ain't playing the week. Desmond Ritter 20. Russell Wilson 20. Zach Wilson 19. Ryan Tannehill 19. And I done named 10 quarterbacks by now. Kirk Cousins was 15. Who we playing this week? Joe Burrow
Joe
was
Burrow.
ranked 19. He's been sacked 14 times.
He missed week 1. No,
No, he played every
he
week.
he played every week. That's right.
Wait, can I say 40 one more time, bro? Yo, Washington needs some help. Speaking of, listen, Washington, I'll give you Colt McKivitz for Montez Sweat straight up.
You want Sweat over Young?
I do. I do. I do. It's
System
something
fit?
it's the speed element that we're missing out on the edge for me. And I know you'll get power with Chase Young, but you're also gonna have to factor in the injuries. And we got one. Not saying Nick Bosa is sustainable to injury, but just we have that. I want the more I want the guy that can get to the quarterback with speed, because you see quarterbacks now against our defense, when we talk about the pass rush, they find a way to get rid of the ball super quick. And I'm not even saying it would help, but just having that speed element, making the quarterback speed up their processing even a point one of a second is good. That's a dope shirt too, Mike. It's not better than my shirt. Hold on.
So faithful to the bay. Ain't gonna give me
You
giant.
gotta learn the words, bro. I
Ain't
bet your
gonna give
kids
me
know it.
giant.
All right, Mike.
I
So,
was not trying. I didn't want to get hit with no copyright infringement.
oh yeah, because I was gonna sue you. But
See,
let's. Yo, looking up that list, man. I like I like what we do. I like
so Joe Burrow's only been sacked 14 times,
he is been
or in
sacked
14th place, 19, 14, something with those
14
two
times.
numbers.
You're right. He's
14
in
times,
no. Yeah, he's in 19th place 14 times.
right? Okay, so that means that he's only been sacked twice a game. I mean, on
That's not,
average.
yeah, that's kind of like, Niners don't even average one sack a game.
No, we don't.
I'm just playing. Oh, we
We don't.
don't.
We don't. I don't know why you like.
I wasn't expecting that comment. I wasn't. I was gonna. I thought you was gonna give me the look like
Okay,
you crazy.
Google. You don't let like Siri show you out. We got to try
Come
this
on, let's
again.
do it. Bring it again. It's always a battle on no harm, no
How
foul.
many sacks do the San Francisco 49ers have this year?
According to StatMuse, the San Francisco 49ers sacked the quarterback 44 times in 2022.
That's not even what I said. Like I specified this year.
Hey Siri, how many sacks do the San Francisco 49ers have in 2023?
Oh, see, I get it. Okay.
All right, here we go. The 49ers.
8.
Well, dang.
Is it right?
Oh, I thought you knew it. All right, hold on.
No.
Hold on. Hold on.
Because we just got done talking junk. I needed to be 6.5.
They have 15 sacks this year.
What?
No,
No, we
they have
don't.
No, we don't. We have 12 sacks this year. We've given up 15.
Okay, that sounds about right. So we do
So-
average more than 1 sack a game.
Yeah, we do. See, giving me that look. Listen, let's talk about. Let's just talk about Sam Darnold possibly starting for the 49ers. And then does that change the trajectory on how you feel? First of all, how are you feeling if Brock Purdy started against the 49ers? Going up against the defense, they don't have the same secondary that they had before. I mean, losing what's our guy? What's the safety we like that he plays for the Falcons right now?
Kirkpatrick? Oh no. No. I was thinking about Drake
You
Kirkpatrick.
definitely being funny.
Drake Kirkpatrick played for the Bengals, didn't he? I mean, this
Yeah.
was years ago.
He
This was a
played for the
long.
49ers too, didn't he?
It was one of them Kirkpatrick. Oh, he was bad. That was that
He was
year.
terrible.
That was the year we won't talk
They
about.
don't have that safety that I'm talking about anymore, though.
Oh, the Bengals had they traded him, right?
I thought he was a free agent.
It don't matter. He's not there. Who cares?
Yeah.
Look,
My point is their secondary is Bates. God dang it. I couldn't think of Bates. Jeremy, is it Jeremy Bates? Yeah, whatever. Bates.
it's
But he's
Norman.
not.
So what the problem is that Norman Bates ain't there no more. It's irrelevant, right? By the way, Norman Bates is a character from, you know,
Psycho. Listen,
yeah.
Collie says that Brock is participating in practice currently. Let's participating how?
I mean,
Because
he
remember
participated in the walkthrough yesterday as well.
he did the walkthrough.
Hmm.
So now is he
So
participating,
Brock's
or
gonna play.
if he passes the 5 stages of the concussion
Hmm.
protocol?
So all right. So here's what I expect. This is gonna sound super messed up. If Brock Purdy plays, I expect a tighter, closer game. If Sam
Because they're
Darnold
gonna
plays,
because they'll
I
be
think
more
the Niners. I think the Niners catch the Bengals off guard and mop them.
because they'll the Bengals will be more prepared for Brock Purdy
Yes, and I think Brock Purdy is going to be a little more cautious in his game action back.
because of because of the 3 interceptions total. I'm just trying to
No,
get your thought
no, no,
process.
no, no, no. I just think the pressure of all right, we started 5-2. We don't want to go 0-3 going into the bye week. I think that pressure on him mentally is going to be a little bit different than a guy like Sam Darnold saying, "Hey, I ain't got nothing to lose, nothing to prove. Let me go out here and have some fun and sling this ball all around." I think Sam Darnold will play more loose and more free than Brock Purdy, who is feeling like this is my team and we have expectations. And part of those expectations is not losing 3 in a row. Concussion be danged. You know what I'm saying? Like, I forget the concussion. I don't care about just 3 picks on the season. That's not a big deal. Nobody, like, we're not worried about that. I think the pressure of they rush me back. Now they expect me to be who I'm supposed to be because they rush me back. Like, I got to go in here and really do it.
I mean,
And I think that makes him play a little bit more cautious.
it's just weird because I'm currently looking at him do the drill. He's rolling out. Um, I don't know if he completed the pass, but it's just a drill. I don't know if it's going to be practice
Well, he's supposed to be practicing in incremental. You know what I mean?
stages.
It's like
Yes,
20 minutes on, chill out. 20 minutes on, chill out.
yes,
And they're
correct.
doing the evaluations in between. We read the whole thing on the last show.
No, and you're right. You know what I mean? Like I think I just think that listen, whether Brock Purdy plays or not, the 49ers need to be prepared for this pass rush, right? Because now they're going to have to deal with Hendrickson and their pass rush. And if I'm not mistaken, like the one thing that the Cincinnati Bengals defense pride their defense on is that front.
Hey, Google. Oh, I can't do that. I got to push a button.
Oh yeah,
Hey, Google. How many sacks did the Cincinnati Bengals have in 2023?
According to StatMuse, the Cincinnati Bengals have sacked the quarterback 19 times this season.
Let's go. I got a correct answer. 19 sacks they have on the season. Are you about to double check with Siri? That's disrespectful. Like, you got to
no,
trust.
no, no, no. I just
Oh,
wanted to make sure what I was reading about the 49ers was correct. I'm sorry. Like I
oh
just
okay.
wanted to make sure that it was 12. Like, but
Hmm.
but see, like, so Mike, they get to the quarterback.
Yes, they do.
Um, and Hendrickson, let me say his name right, could be a potential problem. I'm curious to know how many of those 19 sacks come from him. How much do they blitz? Like, because the Niners do the Brock Purdy plays well against the blitz, but it's quick throws, it's quick throws, it's quick throws. Now, if Brock is not playing, will Sam Darnold be able to do that against the blitz? Because I think that the number one game plan, and Mike, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I will say it to the day that I die, and I know everybody knows it. Sometimes we just don't want to believe it, but it's a copycat league. And once
Hmm.
the Browns said take away the run game, okay? Take it away. Like eliminate it. I don't care if he score a touchdown. Take them explosive. Let me be Pacific. take the explosive run plays, anything 10 plus, take them away. And that's what the Browns did. And guess who did that as well?
Who?
The Vikings. We had
Mm.
zero explosive plays on the ground, Mike.
Mm.
Zero.
I believe it. It looked bad out there.
And so I'm looking at the Cincinnati Bengals defense, and I'm saying to myself, okay, they're going to come out with the same game plan, which is going to
Mhm.
force the quarterback, doesn't matter who it is, to be accurate
Right?
and to throw the ball.
Mhm.
They're going to make us one dimensional. When they
Mm.
make us one dimensional, Mike, in my opinion, we're either going to be trailing and then we make mistakes.
I don't think the Niners can afford to have another game where we're trailing for, 30 plus minutes of the game.
So I agree.
I don't think we can afford to do that. I think that's going to mess with the mentality of the team, the defense, offense, special teams, all of that. Now you got the kicker that's thinking, I got to be perfect, because I don't know if we're going to get this opportunity again. You got Brock Purdy thinking the same exact thing. You got the defense saying, hey, not only do we have to go out there and do what we're supposed to do, we have to overcompensate for the lack of offensive production. We can't. Now, if it's a shootout, that's a different story.
That's a totally
That is a different
story.
story. And
Totally
yes,
different story.
Christian McCaffrey did have a touchdown, but it was a receiving touchdown.
Right, because I was going to ask, like, is a screen pass a rushing touchdown? Don't ask me if I'm stupid because I know it's called a screen pass, but sometimes it'd be weird. Sometimes they count as runs, sometimes they count as passes.
No, but this was an overhand
That was an
throw
overhand.
forward. Yeah.
Right. Right. So it
Mhm.
was that was an explosive play, but it was in the air. I'm talking about on the ground. Like I'm talking about
Right.
like how we
And
saw Christian get like a 68-yard run.
I remember back in the day, like if you had said that to me like just 2-3 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, this is us. Like they can't stop our run game, right? Like they can't slow us down. Teams are slowing down the run game right now. That's with Christian McCaffrey. It's Christian McCaffrey, and teams are figuring out a way to limit, like Wayne said, limit how explosive we are in the run game. You might get 3, you might get 4, you might even get 5. But chill out with all that.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. Like I'm not worried about it, but the Niners got to figure out how to I don't want to say consistently, but they have to effectively run the ball. I think that's the better word, right? They have to figure out because look, if the Niners fall and go down early, they can continue to find ways to like run that ball. But if the Niners are trailing late, like the run starts to become obsolete. And Mike, like I know people want to say that the concussion is the reason why Brock Purdy was off or whatever. I mean, the stats say
What were,
he went
what were his stats? 2 of 6 or something
two
like
of
that?
six. So two were incomplete passes, two were
Mm,
interceptions, and two
mm.
were receptions.
So he threw 4 of 6, just
Yeah,
2 to the wrong
two to
team.
the wrong team.
I mean, 4 of 6 though is still that's pretty
That's a
good.
yeah, that's pretty good, right?
66%, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, but my point is, I really don't think that was the issue. What I'm trying to say is, and I'm gonna tie it in. I promise, because I know people be like, "What the hell is he talking about?" Mike, think about it though. No timeouts, and the defenses are playing pass.
Mhm.
So if anything, I'm hoping what if Brock plays, what Brock should learn from that is I don't have to hit the intermediate route because I have the underneath is wide open. And why not give it to a playmaker that can possibly take it to the house if he
Hmm.
makes one guy miss?
Well, apparently that's only Debo, so
I
that's
mean, you
why
had Christian
well,
McCaffrey wide open.
I get it, but what I was told all week was that the reason the Niners are lacking offensively is because,
I
no Debo.
I don't you talk about me?
No, no. You might have been one of them too, but I've been told this by multiple people.
What I was saying was Debo makes the offense. He's like that key piece to the offense that makes defenses go a little cuckoo, like out of sync, right? Whether he gets the ball or not, like him being there changes up the way you have to play defense.
I mean,
He
look,
doesn't he doesn't have to be effective in the pass game. He doesn't have to be effective in the run game. He just has to be present. And the reason
mhm.
why I'm saying that, Mike, is because when we played the Giants, was that the game he was hurt but played as a decoy? I mean,
He was
just
a
him,
decoy. He had 3 touches for like 2 yards.
but just him being there made the Giants. have to account for Debo Samuel and the personnel packaging.
Debo is tahine. You ever put tahine on something, right? Like you can get a mango, and I love the taste of mango, straight, raw. Just give it like
Yeah, you want
right?
the yeah, yeah.
But every once in a while you put that sprinkle on there and it's just different. It's just different. All the flavors come out just a little bit better.
I
You
like
know what
this,
I'm
Mike.
saying?
This is actually a dope freaking analogy for the first time in 10 years.
I'm just saying
I'm
it just
messing with
makes
you.
it changes up the flavor, it changes up the presentation, and it hit different. And Debo, he hit different. But should we have expectations of winning a shootout against a team that looks like they're trying to find their stride when we're struggling offensively?
They have to
Should we
find a
have that
way, Mike.
expectation with or
Yeah,
without Purdy?
yes. They like yes. You should have that expectation. Don't have the expectation that you're going to come into this game and lose because you're missing your starting quarterback, your starting wide receiver, potentially your starting left tackle. I mean, is Trent Williams practicing today? I mean, I'd rather him practice than Brock Purdy, believe it or not. Like, I'm just saying like yeah, like don't come in here with that expectation. Come in here saying, "Listen, Sam, I'm paying you. This is your time. I need you to give me one game, your best freaking game
Mhm.
ever." Which I think Sam Darnold is capable of giving Kyle Shanahan one game, like one,
Mhm.
maybe even two. But if his number is called, and this is not a is saying, and I know you guys are looking at the thumbnail and y'all be like, "Breezy crazy, Mike crazy." We are, but at the end of the day, we still don't know. We don't know. And we know that the next man up would be Sam Darnold. Now, let's talk about how Sam Darnold will attack this defense because they have to do it. Sam Darnold doesn't have to be Brock, but he has to be hella accurate in this quick throwing game. I don't know if that's Sam, bro.
I mean, he did show signs of it during preseason. Sam Darnold was actually, this is going to sound crazy, right? I was pretty confident in Sam when his first read was there. It was once that first read wasn't there or quite where he wanted them to be, that's when he got a little hesitant. That's when he got a little bit of happy feet. That's when he started making errant throws. But as long as that first read was there for Sam Darnold in the preseason, he was pretty solid. But I mean, I think that goes for most NFL quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Like, I think most of those guys feel that. Like, my first read is there, there's less thinking I got to do. Just hit him and keep it moving. But he was delivering it accurately when the first read was there most of the time, and I would have confidence in him. I think Kyle would give him half field reads. He wouldn't have to try to make him read the whole, going through 5 or 6 progressions and all that. I don't think you got to worry about that with Sam Darnold coming in. I think he would simplify the game for him, play to his strengths, and give him a couple shots down the field on the right sideline. I think that's what Kyle would do for him. I'd be confident with him.
Yeah, but I'm struggling with my confidence, but I gotta trust the coach. I haven't seen Sam Darnold play bad as a 49er. I also haven't seen him play good, so I feel like I should be granted some grace
Mm,
before I start whatever. Like you know what I'm saying? Because I
okay.
was the same way about Brock. He
Hmm.
had he was ugly in the preseason, and
Mm.
the moment he came in, I was like, dear God.
Make me a bird so I can fly far, far, far away from here.
And Brock turned into something different, right? And so like,
Butterfly.
can we get that from Sam Darnold?
It remains to be seen. Maybe it won't even be Sam Darnold. We don't know. But you know what, Wayne? Last 5 minutes, man. I'm not. The truth is, I'm not. I'm not.
Dang.
I'm not even worried about the offense, right? I think Kyle's going to put
See,
something
I
together.
am, Mike.
But I'm more worried about the defense.
I'm not. Listen, all
That's
right, and
crazy to me.
I'm glad I'm
That is
glad you
crazy.
brought that up, right? I'm glad you brought that. Let's just go over this really quickly. Mike, the 49ers still have the number 2 offense in the NFL. I know it sounds crazy. There's
Scoring wise,
no. This is total yards. 300 and they average 364.7 yards per game.
the 49ers
Yes.
offense.
They're number 2 behind the Miami Dolphins and number 2 in front of the Buffalo Bills, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Dallas Cowboys. You want to know where they are? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I take that back. That was scoring. My fault. I had the red thing. I had the wrong thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're 8th in total offense. My apologies.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Okay. That sounds right. Top 10 still. Still
Still
top
top
10.
10. Still
Yeah.
top 10.
Yeah.
Still,
And that's after 2 bad games back to back.
and they're 11th in passing, right?
Okay.
11th in passing and 7th in rushing,
Yeah.
which
That
is
sounds
to
about right.
me why I'm a little worried. The
But they're
Niners,
showing you that they're consistently good. Why are you worried about that?
as far as the offense, they're
Mm-hmm.
not number. They need to be because the run game could be the reason why we're losing.
We're 7th.
It could be the reason why we have 2 losses.
I don't disagree. I mean, look, the run game, 3 games, 3 fumbles, 2 of them right there in the red zone,
In the red zone.
goal line. Like,
You
I
get where
mean,
I'm
yeah.
going with this, bro?
So I get it. So you worry about Christian McCaffrey. Go ahead and say it with your chest.
I'm worried about. I'm worried about Christian McCaffrey holding on to the rock. Like, listen, fumbles at the worst opportune times.
Right there. So close to the goal line, you can smell it.
I mean, we talk about Kyle Shanahan and the scripted plays. Every scripted drive is for a touchdown. Like, literally, it has been until we fumbled the
Except,
ball.
yeah. Yep.
So look, here's what I think the Niners got going for 'em, Mike. I know we got to go. They're at home. That's the first thing. Number 2, if Brock plays, I'm more confident. If Sam Darnold plays, I'm confident, but do we lean more into the run game being at home? At the end of the day, we're still not even putting up the same amount of yards
Right.
that we're capable or used to seeing with the run game. So I feel like the passing game is still on par. I just feel like it looks a little suspect when we're not consistently and effectively running the ball. I'm done for the show. Mike, you got it. You take us home when you finish.
No, I mean, I respect everything you're saying. It sounds good, right? I am worried. I have my concerns, but I believe, I guess maybe I'm blindly or foolishly just trusting in Kyle to like correct the woes. You got 2 games in a row of very similar results. I think
Yes.
Kyle's smart enough to get this fixed. That's why I'm not worried about the offense just yet. This defense, on the other hand, Wayne, I
Eighth in
mean,
total defense,
mm-hmm,
302.9.
mm-hmm,
All right, they're like middle of the pack in the passing and giving up the rush. They're number 3 in rush defense, and
okay.
as far as points scored, they're number 3. They
So
they,
they still,
as bad as
wait,
it
we still
look,
got a top 10 defense?
top 10.
It don't feel that way. I'm sorry.
It,
I hear
but it
you.
doesn't feel that way to me offensively neither when we're not putting up 30 points.
But 30 points isn't top 10. That's number 1 with a bullet. Like, that's different. That's different. This offense still feels top 10 to me. It
But the
still feels top
defense,
10.
and but the defense doesn't feel top 10 to me when they're not knocking cats off, knocking cats out, and giving up 3 points, 6 points, 7 points. Like yeah, like I feel like we saying the same thing, but we just
Okay. But all right, so here's the difference though. Here's the difference. Which side of the ball do you think has that ability to flip the switch faster?
defense.
And I I disagree.
Yo,
I
the
think the
defense has
offense can
started the
score at
last
any
2
point in
games.
time.
The defense has started the last 2 games
On fire.
on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Turnovers. I'm talking interceptions. Lead the
Yeah,
league in
but they
interceptions.
teeter off though. They get worse as the game goes on.
They don't get worse. They get bad for a spurt and they fix. See, people keep feeling like we don't correct ourselves. They gave up a explosive play on defense for 19 yards. That was the biggest run in the game. Everything else was in the air. Like, think about it. If you take away that 50-50 play, I call it 50-50 because it literally was in Mooney's hands, and he got it taken out of his hands. If you take away that play, that offense ain't, even though it seemed like they were moving the ball on third downs and cooking whatever, we held them without that many touchdowns.
Yeah. I'm glad you said the third down thing. I know we're at the 30-minute mark, y'all, but Wayne just touched on exactly what's making me worried. I was going to say situational ball, but it's the third down conversions that have been bothering me. That's where I would like to see us get off the field. Everyone keeps saying, oh, if the defense gave the offense more opportunities. I don't want to hear that. We had 8 offensive possessions in the last game, right? You either scoring or you're not. That's not it. But with the defense, man, get off the field on third downs, and it just don't seem like no matter how long it is. Didn't we give up like a 3rd and 20?
Yeah, but like it's cover. It's the assignment. It's the assignment from. It's the assignment from the like depending on the type of coverage that they in. And I'm not talking zone. I'm not talking man. I'm talking about the responsibility. Is it buzz? Is it what type of coverage are they playing? Are they in sky zone? Are they in whatever? So like what is the safety's role? It's little small little breakdowns in my opinion like that. It's just that like when we talk about the defense, they held the Vikings like to field goals after giving up the explosive plays. So they adjusted,
Right.
they fixed, they corrected, and it just wasn't enough time for the offense to capitalize off of. Or maybe it was. But that's
Right.
why I'm more worried about the offense because if you get into a situational situation like we did last week, we had two opportunities. The defense gave the Niners offense two more opportunities to score touchdowns. If we would have scored on both drives, nobody would be talking about the Minnesota Vikings. We'll get Danielle Hunter.
What's crazy is we've scored two more times. It's 31 points, and no one's talking about any woes at
Nothing.
all.
Nothing.
All
Not a
right.
bad call, not a bad blitz, not a bad nothing. Not
Maybe
even
you
a concussion.
maybe you swayed me a little bit. I was worried about the defense. You were worried about the offense. You know what? What happens this week? Well, what needs to happen this week is that the 49ers offense, the 49ers defense, the whole team needs to step up and
You
get
know what?
step in the right direction.
We get really smart people that watch this show. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between cover 3 buzz and the sky? It's the responsibility of the safety of the linebacker. So one of the buzz, I think the linebackers is they have the responsibility. Sky, the safety has a responsibility. I'm not sure if it's covering the flat or whatever it is, but at the end of the day, I know Buzz is linebacker, Sky is safety. Do you know the difference?
Do I know the difference?
Yeah.
You don't want me to cuss, right? Polite answer is no. I'm not an X's and O's guy. I could tell you when some stuff don't look right, and I can tell you when.
Why would you be is it impolite, unpolite? Why would you not be polite about it? Why would you have to
because
curse?
because I was going to say F no,
Ah,
just to emphasize my point. Just to emphasize my point. So, but no, that's not me. Y'all want that? Go to the X's and O's channels. They got JT O'Sullivan breaking all that stuff that y'all got. Y'all got channels for that.
hey Mike, do the Niners? You don't have to give a score prediction. Do the Niners win this game before we dip out?
No.
All right, guys. Oh, we're out. We're out. Those team is safe. We're on the
Well,
prowl.
what's your prediction? Yes or no?
Yeah, they win. They find a way. The Niners will not lose 3 straight. West Coast 57257. Is that an area code? That's a weird one.
That's not an area code.
It's the same
It's
amount of
enough.
numbers.
It's enough numbers.
I just wanted to make sure. Look, in Buzz, the safeties rotate down into a hook zone. Ooh.
Maybe it is.
One of the two middle underneath zones. Well, and this is my point. It's a lot of stuff going on within the type of coverage that they playing, and I just think they make mental break mistakes. Because you see safeties
Mental
out of the
lapses.
position, right? And then you see linebackers trying to cover back and get back. You be like, what the heck? So it's on the
Communication.
safeties.
They're trying to communicate.
He said
though.
straight from Google.
All right, y'all. We getting out of here, man. Wayne
ahead,
says
Mike.
yes. I say no. And you know what? I think that's the way to go. That way, one of us is always right when we come back to do the show.
But-
no team is safe when the Niners are on the prowl.
Yes, sir.
That's Wayne. Oh, shit. That's Wayne.
Mike.
I'm Mike.
I got
and
through
this
the
is no
whole
harm.
show.
No, I said you could do it. I'm overtime. I'm 5 minutes over. This is bonus. Y'all got it. And this is no harm, no foul. We meant no harm. I'm sorry, Chaz. I'm sorry. I pointed the wrong way.